Leon, congratulations. You've just beaten Salem Saleh. Before we talk about the game, which was really interesting, let's talk about how you feel because with one round to go, you're now in the shared lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Okay, I mean, I needed some results to go my way, and it has happened. So, yeah, I'll try to make the best of the opportunity.
We'll talk about tomorrow's game a bit later, but let's talk about the game. I mean, it was so sharp, opposite side casting. I don't even know which moment to ask you about because there were so many insane moments. So maybe you can tell us which the highlights were in, or the important moments in your opinion.
Okay, yeah. So, I think my prep ended probably around B4, but I took some time to remember all of it, and that's why I spent some time. And okay, I think we were pretty much out of book at the same time, and he decided to go for this f5, which okay, I mean, it's sacrificing a pawn, and from then on the complications start. If he didn't do that, probably the game would be a bit simpler, although still complicated. But in the game, okay, I mean, he sacrificed a pawn for some compensation to bring his knight to f5, and okay, I mean, my king was very weak, but somehow I kept defending, and then at some point,
Actually, just let me interrupt. Were you nervous? Because, yeah, the king was in the open. Were you nervous at that point?
not really. I mean, I like grabbing materials, so I had a pawn and soon a piece. So, I mean, if material is there, then it's fine. Otherwise, it's not a good sign. Um, yeah, so when he had sacrificed a piece, I completely missed it, first of all. I only saw it just before he played it. And okay, it looked like I was getting checkmated basically, but somehow I was still not getting checkmated. And okay, while we were analyzing now, and I didn't think we reached like a conclusion because he had at some point some very interesting resource to keep the game going, but we have no idea what the real evaluation is. But in the game, he went for a forceful line, which just ended in me running with my king and being a piece up, which was good. And then, okay, once the dust cleared and after the time control, after we reached the time control, I was piece up. But also, like, he had this H pawn. So in the beginning, I was a bit worried because I remember this game, I think it was Steinitz versus Lasker from the World Championship, in which it was a similar situation where Lasker had like this queen and rook and this H pawn on H6 or H7. And Steinitz had a queen, knight, and rook. And he was trying to stop this H pawn for queening, and his king was just weak running around. And actually, that game made a big impression on me because I thought, okay, it's just piece up, but apparently it was very difficult to play as black. So I was just very worried that the same thing might happen here. But luckily, his king was going to be weak as well once I played a3. And a3 was very difficult for him to avoid. So I think, yeah, having this a3 resource was very important to get a winning position.
And from there, you converted perfectly. You've scored 5.5 points out of the last 6 games. What happened at that halfway mark of the tournament? Suddenly, things started going your way.
I honestly have no idea. I mean, I think, okay, against Korobov, I got lucky as well. And I mean, that win, I mean, gave me more confidence that I could just do this and keep getting away with it. And so I just continued with that strategy. Against Santos, I played a very risky line, and it worked out, even though he could have probably drawn and should have drawn. Then against Mustafa Yilmaz as well, I repeated the same risky line and went all out. So I guess just that I realized that I was better in such positions.
Very interesting. And tomorrow, well, the last round, you're playing against Divya Deshmukh. Have you played her before?
Yeah, a couple of times, but the last time was probably 4 years back, so not recently.
Okay, and how do you feel knowing, that a win will guarantee at least shared first? Are you nervous going into tomorrow's last round?
No, actually, somehow I don't feel nervous. Even today was a very important round, but I don't know, somehow I didn't feel nervous, and okay, that's good that it's happening. Of course, I'll try to do my best because it's an unexpected opportunity, and yeah, hope for the best.
Fantastic. Leon, congrats again and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.